Saludos comandantes, les hablaba el Saer. Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de Elite 101. El día de hoy vamos a comenzar con el primer tutorial de Elite Dangerous Odyssey. Así que sin más preámbulos, vamos allá.
Soldier. Your last assignment before moving on to bigger and better things. I'm guessing your head is up in the stars already, but you've got to stay focused for me. Your short jog from the enemy settlement had to drop you far enough to avoid their defense systems. The terrain should keep your approach hidden, so you'll have the advantage. They'll be too busy tracking me anyway. I'll set an insight marker for you. And get moving. I'll coordinate from orbit.
Muy bien, así que aquí nos deja la nave para esta misión y nos marca que hacia allá es donde tenemos que ir. Aquí vamos a ir siguiendo las instrucciones de los diferentes controles. La idea es irnos familiarizando con todos ellos, al menos en esta parte de
a pie. You'll need to access the command center data port. The security will give you a warm welcome if they spot you though. It'll be tricky, but nothing a pro like you can't handle. Just follow my direction. Lethal force is authorized if things turn sour. Not picking up any comms traffic in or out. Let me run a scan. Looks like we're late to the party. Someone's knocked the settlement offline. Did a real number on the place too. I'm seeing a few bodies, high temps in a couple of buildings, probably fires. Alright. Without power, things are a little more complicated. You need to get the settlement back online before we can extract the mission data. My intel lists an SRV parked in the storage building. If it's still intact, you can check for a power regulator. I'll mark the storage building on your insight. Keep moving, soldier.
Bien, así que este es el primer contacto que tenemos con un asentamiento terrestre. Como podemos ver, este ya fue atacado por alguna facción.
Since the power's down, you're gonna have to charge the door manually. Use your energy link tool on the charge port to the right of the entrance.
Energy transfer complete.
Good. Head inside the building. This darkness ain't helping my visuals. Want to switch the flashlight on for me?
Entering pressurized environment.
Looks like nobody managed to get in. Perfect. There should be an SRV parked in here. It's a Scarab model. You're in luck. Okay. There's a panel under the cabin you need to open with your arc cutter. That's where the power regulator is fitted. We can use it to bring the cell right there. Carve that sucker open, soldier. Take the regulator. You've got a better use for it.
Así que vamos a tomar el regulador de este SRV abandonado.
We don't know what state the other buildings are in. Let's grab some energy cells while we're here. There should be a dispenser by the airlock on the other side of the building. The CO doesn't like us taking non-essential items, probably because it's illegal. To worry about your suit battery running dry for a while.
fully charged.
Estas celdas de energía nos sirven para recargar nuestro traje, así como los medikits, que solamente podemos cargar uno a la vez.
Leaving pressurized environment.
Charge the port to the left of the airlock. Since you're inside the building, the airlock will open right up.
Aquí está.
Energy transfer complete.
Our building's across the yard. Look sharp. I guess there was a hard fight here once the defenders pulled the power regulator. No power means no data to steal.
Al parecer murieron defendiendo este edificio que es el Command Center. Perdón, el Power Center.
You'll have to break into the power building too. Cut open the maintenance panel. Now, charge the mechanism, like last time.
Energy transfer complete.
Yeah, I figured as much. There's an authorization check on this entrance. May as well use the energy link to overcharge the panel. There's people off doing that usually, but we're in a hurry. Get inside the building. To bring the reactor back online, slot the power regulator in place. I've marked the console on your insight. Of course there's an authority check. Okay, you're gonna need security clearance from one of the nearby bodies. Feigning authority is another illegal move, but I'll make sure you're covered in the mission report. Equip your profile analyzer. Make sure you're in the profile cloning mode. Scan the bodies nearby. It's a grim job, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Ahí en morado podemos ver el número de la licencia que carga cada uno de estos personajes. Este tiene la licencia de nivel 3 y es la que le vamos a robar con nuestro escáner. Ahí está en modo clonación.
Security profile cloned.
This worker fits your needs. Clone the security profile to your suit. Engage the power regulator using the reactor console. This will bring the settlement back online.
Power center initiation confirmed.
Power center initiation
Engaging power
confirmed.
regulator.
Engaging
Keep
power.
in mind that the people who attack this place will probably notice when the power comes back on. Stay frosty, yeah?
Power center online.
Nice one. We're back in the game. Before you leave, there's a recharge socket on the wall. Top up your battery if you need to.
Bien. No sé si el tutorial nos deja conservar esos objetos que he ido agarrando, pero si pueden no está de más tomarlos. Con nuestra herramienta de energía vamos a recargar
Suit
nuestro traje.
recharging. Suit fully charged.
Time to collect the mission data. Power's on and your new authority level means easy access. Head back outside. If the NOC data is still here, it'll be in the command center. I've set a marker.
Ya le devolvimos la
Power's on and
energía
you've got the right
al
authority level. The
establecimiento.
command center airlock will open right up. I'm picking up a ship signal at long range. Not sure who it belongs to. I'll keep an eye on it. Eyes of the raiders to keep the place warm for you. You're gonna want to put those fires out. Since nobody's around, you may as well flush the atmosphere. Use the atmospheric control to purge the building.
Como podemos ver ahí tiene un símbolo color rojito, eso quiere decir que hay una recompensa por él. Al escanearlo con nuestra
Bounty
herramienta
detected.
Murder.
vamos
Assault. Yeah, this one won't be missed.
Entering pressurized environment.
podemos reclamar esa recompensa, en teoría. Bueno, así sería si no fuera un tutorial.
Purging atmosphere.
Bien, vamos a purgar la atmósfera, eso va a apagar los incendios.
Leaving pressurized environment.
That did the trick. Now repressurize the building so you can breathe again.
Ahora voy a activarlo de nuevo.
The Establishing atmospheric pressure.
Heads up. That ship signal I mentioned earlier is moving your way. Don't think they're friendly either. Alright, it should be safe to proceed. You need to locate the data port.
Entering pressurized environment.
Ok, nos mandan a
Bounty
encontrar
detected.
el
This one has a
puerto
few
de datos.
bounties. Access the terminal ahead. Let's see what we can see.
Ok, vamos a ver qué hay en esta terminal.
Alright. Status messages, resident details, key objects. Everything you could need to navigate a settlement. All seem to be working.
Aquí podemos ver todo lo que hay dentro de esta establecimiento. Vamos a buscar el Command Center. Y aquí está Operations.
Select the command data port as your destination. Your insight will set a marker.
Aquí podemos ver como todos los puntos de interés que hay dentro de este edificio. Y queremos el Command Data Port.
Right there. That's the data port you need.
Muy bien. Vamos hacia atrás. Y eso nos pone nuestra brújula que está en la parte de arriba del HUD. La ubicación de nuestra misión.
Bounty detected.
I doubt this was their first raid. As a bunch of incoming ship belongs to the group that attacked this place. They'll be here soon. Pick up the pace, soldier. Get to that data port.
Estas son las terminales de los defensas del asentamiento. Supuestamente son las que impidieron que la nave nos dejara más cerca. Le habrían disparado si hubiera energía, ¿verdad? Vamos a tomar esto. Bien, aquí está el puerto de datos.
The NOC data is still here. Download it to your drive while I swing around to pick you up.
Ahí seleccionamos los datos que queremos descargar y le damos en
Downloading
descargar
data.
datos. Ahí podemos ver en la parte superior derecha el tiempo que toma la descarga. No nos podemos alejar mucho.
Take a look out your window. See him?
Y aquí vienen los atacantes.
Transfer complete.
You've got hostiles touching down. Now the power's back online, they've come to investigate. There's a few of them, but I bet they're not expecting a badass combat soldier with state-of-the-art gear. Switch your shield on and get moving. You don't want to chew through your battery before the shooting starts. And we don't want anyone chasing us home. You are clear to engage.
Bounty detected.
Once all hostiles are taken out, I'll touch down at the settlement's landing pad.
Ok, pues vamos a defender el establecimiento de los invasores. No prendo mi escudo todavía porque comienza a drenar energía.
First one down. Keep pressing them.
El escudo se activa y desactiva con la letra C.
People outside with guns are a higher priority than looting the place.
Es importante recordar estarlo prendiendo y apagando. De lo contrario, nuestra energía se drena muy rápido.
Just you and me now.
Two down. Watch your radar for the others.
Target location.
Oh, they really want that data. Another ship arriving with more hostiles. Another kill confirmed.
Aquí vienen refuerzos. se ve afectado por la baja gravedad de este planeta.
Shield offline.
Your shield is holding up, but use cover.
Shield online.
Ya se recargó el escudo. Se quedó atorada esta puerta.
Shield deactivated.
Vamos a ver si hay otra entrada por aquí atrás. Por aquí.
Entering pressurized environment.
Escudo.
Shield activated.
Ah, come on.
I'm taking it! Ah!
Listo. Recargo mi escudo.
Shield
Recargo mi
deactivated. Suit
traje de
recharging.
energía.
Suit fully charged.
Yo espero que todos estos materiales sí se queden en nuestra cuenta, aunque esto sea un tutorial, pero supongo que lo averiguaremos. Prender mi traje.
Shield activated.
¿Por qué no abre esta puerta?
Shots fired.
Entering
Oh,
pressurized.
you're going! Ah!
¿Cuántos faltan?
Starting sweep.
Escuché a alguien hablar, pero no sé dónde está.
Oh, you're finished! Ah!
There's only one hostile left. Take your time.
Uno más. Entonces, ¿dónde está?
Now we're talking. Use the environment to your advantage.
Ya lo veo.
Taking you down!
Se quedó atorado mi
That's how it's
mi
done.
guía.
All hostiles are down. Good work, soldier. I'll touch down at the landing pad.
Shield deactivated.
Hop in. Time to get that data where it needs to be.
Hora de abordar. Ahí con E seleccionamos el menú de la nave para abordar.
That's what I call a 5-star performance. The CO will be made up when they hear about this. Not a bad way to end your service, huh? Course is plotted in. We'll hit hyperspace in a second.
Y bueno, lo que
Frameshift
resta
drive
del tutorial
charging.
es básicamente un tour. Vamos a observar cómo este compañero nos lleva hasta la estación. Y con eso termina el primer tutorial.
4,
Así que los
3,
dejo con el
2,
resto del trayecto.
1, Engage.
Y nos vemos en el próximo video para otro tutorial de la serie Elite 101. Nos vemos allá afuera, comandantes. Hasta la próxima.
Sit back and relax. The ride won't take long. Have you given any thought to working with the superpowers? I mean, most mercs end up taking contracts for the big three at some point. The Empire, the Federation, and the Alliance. Each with their pros and cons, of course. As a commander, you'll have Codex access to help you learn more and make an informed choice. But work is work, and all three will pay well. You might want to keep your options open when starting out. Alpha 03, reading you, Control. That's a big affirmative. Mission data secure and we're heading back to base. Confirmed. Our departing hero did good. I'll file a report as soon as I'm docked. Well, maybe after a beer. Acknowledged. Alpha 03 out.
Orbital flight engaged.
Had any ideas of where you're gonna start your new career? There's a whole galaxy waiting for you out there. I hear the Sidewinder's nice and cheap for new pilots. When I got my first ship, oof, man, that was a good feeling. Being able to travel anywhere I wanted. That's freedom. Then again, having a gun in your hand and boots on the ground is a whole other thrill. Relying on your skills and nothing else. Hey, should I start calling you Commander?